What is the step followed to find out the charge? I can add one more step here in between. That is determine equilibrium and extreme positions. Determine charge stored in equilibrium and extreme positions. What that? How to determine?
You know that VL is equal to 100.
Hmm?
Yesterday we have taken the condition.
Yesterday we have taken.
I mean, yesterday we have said extreme position. I is equal to 0.
I told you the extreme position is the position in which
Extreme position is which in that I is equal in inductor I is equal to 0.
and equilibrium
L
is the
is
one in
max.
which inductors in which V L voltage across inductor. Voltage
Cross inductor is 0.
across inductor equals 0. And extreme position where extreme position is where I is equal to 0. I equals 0. That is extreme position. Okay. So extreme position we know, voltage across inductor is 0. We know these conditions, and they have to charge stored in capacitors. In equivalent capacitor, in fact, equivalent series capacitor in equilibrium position. And voltage across inductor. Then we can determine the amplitude of charge. How to determine amplitude of charge using that? Determine amplitude of charge by calculating the difference. Calculating difference of charges stored in mean and
extreme position.
positions. And why this voltage is zero across the inductor? Voltage is zero because EMF is zero. EMF zero means equilibrium. Force. Remember from force. Force zero. Force zero means EMF zero. EMF, but across which? EMF only across the inductor it should be zero. In the whole circuit it may not be zero, but across the inductor it should be zero. Keep these ideas in mind. So these are the steps involved for determining Q. Okay.
So we'll skip that page.
This page will come automatically in the notes when I will send you the notes. It will come up again in that. If you want to take a snapshot also, you can take notes. You can take. Taken?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then this question I wanted to do, find out IT and QT in this. When this is going from which position, from initially switch is closed and finally it is disconnected. Sorry, it is finally switch is open. When the switch is open, what happens then? What happens when the switch is open?
Capacitor will act as battery.
Capacitor will act as a battery. Capacitor acts as battery.
Current
No,
not
not
flow
capacitor,
through
not
resist-
capacitor, not capacitor. Just after opening, this inductor acts as a current source.
Inductor will act as capacitor.
Therefore, I changed the problem. No, yesterday I was asking only on the base where this capacitor was initially charged. That kind of questions I have asked. But only capacitor may not be initially charged. Sometimes this may be the source of energy. Sometimes it may be initially charged. This is that example where inductor is initially charged, and sometimes example may be involved in which both are charged. Means it has also some current, and this also has some charge stored initially. That is also possible. So different cases are possible. Let me think if I can give you that case also or not, in which capacitor is also initially charged. I will try to give it, but for the time being, when I don't have it, I will just you remind me. I don't know. I have written yesterday 2-3 problems myself only. If it is one of those in which capacitor is already charged, then fine. If it is not there, then I will make a case like that. First question: how to do?
KVL equation. Taking that as inductor as battery.
So initially, what is the charge stored? 0, right? And what is the current flowing through the inductor? Let us call it as I to the inductor. Let us call this as I. In the diagram, I'm still representing the current to the inductor as I. So I value. Oh, there are also 2 inductors here. Wait a second. I have made it more interesting. If there are 2 inductors, then what we should do? Conservation of momentum also applies just after opening the switch. Okay. I0, I1, let us say it is I1. And this one is, let us say, I2. I1 0 minus. 0 minus means just before. 0 minus refers to just before, and 0 plus refers to just after. What is I1 0 minus? 0 minus is equal to V divided by R. What is I1 0 plus? Just after. 0 plus. Wait a second, let me think. That we will find out by L1 into 0 plus conservation of momentum equivalent. Okay. Notice 2 inductors. Two 2 inductors. 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 2 induct come in series just after opening switch, opening switch at t equal to 0. Okay. So when the two inductors are coming in series just after opening t equal to 0, what do we get? L1 I1 0 plus L2 into I2 0 plus conservation of linear momentum. It is not momentum obviously, but I hope you understand what I mean by saying momentum, like flux, right? That is
Flux.
conservation of
Conservation of flux.
flux phi. So L1 I1 plus L2 I2 plus is equal to finally same current obviously. So I can this is, I think I should say not plus here. Here I should say 0 minus before, just before, and then it is 0 plus same current only. What do we get? L into I1 0 minus. I1 0 minus is V by R. You agree? Before that, this was only there. This was out of the circuit. Current was flowing in this only, and it was acting like a conducting wire. Okay.
Sir, connecting.
I1 0 minus is equal to V by R, I think, by using KVL in this loop. By using KVL in this loop. Is it right or not?
Yes, sir.
Why can't
I1
be inductor 2?
I2 0 minus is equal to 0. Is it right or not?
Sir,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So then
then
say
why can't current flow to inductor 2, sir?
what?
I2 0 minus equals to 0 you have written.
Uh-huh.
Why?
Steady state is achieved. Current should be constant, right? According to the inductor, the current will be constant. It will be acting like a conducting wire. But this capacitor will have zero voltage. Why? Because here potential difference across this wire is zero, and this is in parallel with capacitor.
Yes, sir, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
If capacitor has zero voltage, then it cannot carry any current. No, it is just zero only. And because if its voltage is changing, then dq by dt will be there. Current will be there, but it is always constant only. Huh?
It will get short circuited, the capacitor.
We get the voltage across capacitor 0 and current charge is 0, and charge remains 0 continuously, not 0 at one particular instant, continuously 0. If continuously 0, then di by dt will be 0, dq by dt will be 0, or I2 will be 0. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next, we get L into V by R plus L into 0 is equal to L1 plus L2 means 2L into I. Let I 0 plus be equal to I. Let I, because I don't want to write this unnecessary 0 plus, no. What 0 plus tells us? It simply tells us it is after and it is before, nothing else. It is not I multiplied by 0 obviously. It is I1 at time which is slightly less than 0, and it is I at time which is slightly more than 0. Okay. Just after closing this. No. Do I need to write it what 0 plus means? Or you understood it? 0 plus is current just after t equal to 0. And 0 minus refers to current just before t equal to 0. Okay. It is a standard notation. Not only I made it. In advanced text, you will find this notation. Here they don't use it normally, but it is useful. So why should we leave something which is useful, right? We should use it. It is not making the thing complicated. It is making it simple only. Next we write
Sir,
LL
doubt,
cancel.
sir.
Yes.
Why current only flows to L1, sir, initially?
I give you reason. Now only I give the reason. You were disconnected or what?
Not audible.
Not audible to you?
Poor network function.
Okay. Now only I told that here charge in this this wire is in parallel with this network, and here potential difference across this wire is 0, right? So potential difference across charge will also be permanently 0.
Sir, initially before opening the switch, how can we say that potential difference?
Before
Yes,
opening the
sir.
switch,
Okay.
it is the diagram only before opening the switch.
Yes, yes.
This diagram is for before opening the switch only. What are you thinking here? Equivalent diagram before opening switch. Okay. What do I get then? I is equal to V by 2R. Just after, what will be the current through this entire V by 2R? Energy loss takes place in this. Is it taking place or not? Which page it is? 19.
Sir,
Yes.
the before diagram is just before or only before before opening switch?
Before on.
What difference will you make in just before and before opening? I can't understand.
That means current will start to flow after closing the switch on.
Current will
Means
start
then
to
only
flow
steady state will be produced, no, sir.
That
when?
means in the
Just
upper
before?
circuit,
Just
current will
before,
start.
sir.
Why just
Close it.
before only?
Circuit has to be completed.
Hmm?
Upper circuit should be closed. No?
Upper? It is just before and before the same way. I opened the switch at t equal to 0. Now I started looking at this circuit but at t equal to -1 second or -2 second or -3 second or -100 second. Where would it make a difference?
Okay.
I'm really not understanding why would it make a difference. It is before and it is just before or before and that is same thing. Although in this particular case, I'm representing it as just before. I'm writing 0 minus. But when you are asking this question, then I'm finding it strange because it doesn't matter actually. As long as there was enough time for the circuit to attain steady state. Let us say I made this circuit at 1 hour before. When did I make it? 1 hour before.
Yes.
Okay. If I made it 1 hour before and I'm observing it 59 minutes before, then sometimes 1 minute itself may be sufficient to attain the steady state. That depends on LR values and RC values, all those values. If it has attained steady state in that time, it will depend on LR value actually, because this is a having time constant of LR circuit, this part. So if it has, as long as it has attained steady state, I don't care then.
Okay.
Right? Equivalent diagram before opening the switch. Right now, next, then we wrote this equation of conservation of flux, and I got I just after V by 2R. Remember now, important point here. There will be sudden losses. There will be sudden losses during collisions. Collisions. Which collisions? Collisions here. I hope you understand which collisions you are talking about. There inductor coming. That is when inductor carrying
Yeah,
one
current.
current comes in series with another inductor. Which was carrying different current. Then this is considered like collision situation. It is considered like collision situation. And in collision, there will be losses. You want to see why there will be losses? For example, initial energy will be sigma half of what should I call it? Li into
Yeah,
IF.
Yes, sir.
L
I
Li
into IF
into
square. IF
what should
square.
I call I final? Let us say final.
Yes,
I
sir.
final square. So I final will be itself equal to
I0 plus.
0 plus is sigma Li into II divided by, I can write just half of Li into sigma Li I divide by sigma Li whole square. Right or not?
Yes, sir. Because it is equal to
Ah,
sigma LA into
there
II.
is. Right.
IF.
Or I think I can write in terms of flux, maybe that will be simple to understand. Sigma half of phi I square upon II, and this will be uh, I square. I think not I square upon
Yeah, LI, sir. LI, sir.
Li, and this will be equal to not sigma now, because final flux will be same for the total half of net phi, which is equal to sum of individual phi square upon net inductance, which is equal to sigma Li. And I think this is better to understand in this way. Here it may not be able to be clear to you, but this point will make it clear why this term will never be equal to this second term unless all the individual currents before and afterward, before all the individual currents were equal, they were not different from each other. If you still don't understand why these are not equal, then what should I say?
Currents are not same. Actually, only
Currents are
both that V by R and
currents,
0.
currents are not same. Or I can say this thing. You understand that phi I square upon Li sigma half can be taken out also is not equal to
Half into phi square by sigma
is not
L.
equal to half of
Phi
sigma
square by sigma
phi
L.
I square upon sigma Li. These are not equal. You know that. I think normal mathematically we know this sum will not be equal in general.
Yes, sir. By splitting sigma, we can't
In
get sigma.
general, these will not be equal. When these will be equal, only these will be equal only if all individual fluxes are not fluxes. If all individual currents are equal, then only these will be equal. Otherwise, these will not be equal. Not only currents are equal, currents should be in same direction also. Direction is also important. Okay. So therefore there will be losses. So main idea is there will be certain losses. Anyway, I think again there was a slight diversion from the question. What was our question? Question was this I is equal to V by
Find I of T and Q of T.
And after that, we want to find out charge, etc. as a function of time. We found just current just afterwards. What would happen to the charge as a function of time? You can use conservation of energy after that to get the easy answer. Means KVL also we can use, but I think conservation of energy will be easy. Then we can write half of Q square by C at any instant of time plus half of 2L into I square will be equal to initial half of 2L into we can say V by 2R square,
Whole square.
right or not?
Right, sir.
But notice, don't put it. Some students will start conserving energy from the beginning itself. Beginning means from here only. They will say initial energy is half of L into V by R square. No, after that loss has taken place. First you use conservation of momentum, then only you can use conservation of energy. Remember the order. First conservation of momentum, then only conservation of energy. After that, there is no loss in this in the circuit because there is no resistance in the new circuit, which we are talking. This circuit here. Oh, this circuit here. When this is open, then there will be no losses in this circuit because there is no resistance. Then I can use conservation of energy. Okay. Conservation of energy equation. Conservation of energy. Okay. To be used only after. To be used only after. What thing? Conservation of flux. Okay. What do we get now? Answer from this Q value at an instant of time when the current is known to us. We are getting Q or not? Wait a second, there are two unknowns. I was thinking we are not getting answer. I is there and Q is also there. It is not enough. It's just one equation, but we don't get answer from it. It is right equation, although. Okay, this can be useful. Let us say they are giving us that when current becomes half, or when current becomes 1/4 of some value, then at that time what is the charge stored? For such questions, this equation will be useful, but it will not be useful to just determine Q as a function of time. I think if I want to do that, then I may have to
Differentiate it. Sir.
differentiate it. If I differentiate it, then automatically I get KVL equation. Either I write the
sir.
KVL equation from the diagram, I can write KVL equation,
And then
or I
equation
can
are-
just differentiate. Let us differentiate with respect to time. Differentiating with respect to time. Differentiating energy equation. Energy equation with respect to time. We get what we get? We get the force equation.
KVL.
Oh, KVL. I think, sorry, here it is KVL. I'm
KVL.
using KVL is equivalent to force only, but
Sir,
we get KVL equation, right? Next we have what we should do now. Right, let us differentiate and get the answer. So I think
DQ square.
two into d.
I by
2 will remain, half will cancel 2. Half of this will cancel 2q after getting differentiation. Then we get 2q into I by c.
into
Plus.
current.
Plus
Half
L
into 2L into
L into
2Li into di by dt.
di by dt is equal to 0. Is equal to
0.
0.
Constant value.
we are getting to
Then next, what we
have to
get?
take out Q now.
I we can take outside, or maybe we can differentiate. We can write di by dt as d square
D square
q
Q by
by
dt.
dt square,
Sir.
and
I
we
we
can
can
write
cancel.
I we
I
can
we
cancel,
can cancel.
I is a DQ
and
by dt.
I can divide by LC also. So 2L. Then I will be getting this plus q by 2LC is equal to 0, or d square q by dt square is equal to minus q by 2LC, and then I'm getting omega square is equal to 1 by 2LC, and I'm getting it is right or not?
Right.
Do you remember in SHM what we used to do when we used to get energy equation? After that, we used to say that this is equivalent Where is that? This one. Half kx square. I used to compare it with like half kx square plus half of m into v square. And then we used to say time period is equal to 2 pi root of
M by
m
K.
by k.
M
Here
by
also we can
C.
do
M
that
by
thing.
K.
Here also we can do that thing. Effective m and effective
And
k
the
is 1 by c.
factor K.
Then directly time period we can write. Oh, I could have done that because in our SHM we do always like that only. We just write 2 pi into root of m equivalent upon k effective. So what is it finally? 2 pi into root of m equivalent is 2l
2
upon
LC.
k effective is equal to
1 by C.
1 by c. So 1 by c. Then finally we know what it becomes.
Yes.
Then time period becomes 2 pi root of
2 LC.
2 LC or omega will be 2 pi by time period. So
So
1
1
by
by 2 LC.
12. I think from energy equation also I could have obtained omega. What about as a function of time can be obtained or not? Once I know omega, I think we can obtain as a function of time also. How to obtain as a function of time? Then after that, I can just write Q is equal to
A
initial.
into sine of omega t.
What was initial? But I told you how to find Q. To find that difference between the charge stored in the equilibrium position and the extreme position. Extreme position is when the current is zero. But initially current is not zero. Initially current is in fact maximum in this example, right?
Yes.
Initially current is maximum because in this particular question, in this case, initial current that is just after, not before, just after opening switch. In this case, initial current just after the opening switch. What should I say about that?
Current is maximum.
Is maximum. How
Extreme
do I know it is
position.
maximum, by the way? How do I know it
Because
is
it goes
maximum?
on decreasing.
Because
charge.
of this reason,
Capacitor
this
will be
is
charging.
12.
Energy is decreasing.
Yes. Capacitor charging energy is decreasing. You got it right. Very good. You are understanding. Another way also we can say, by force also we can say. Yeah, by energy it is very easy to tell. This was really nice you did by energy way. But we can also get it by the force method. How? We can say that initial charge stored in the capacitor is zero. If it is zero, then voltage across inductor is zero. And I have told you when voltage across inductor is zero, then that case is nothing but that case is of maximum current. Why? Because voltage across inductor zero means 2L into di by dt. VL is equal to VC, which is equal to zero. Just after, as there was no charge. Okay, as there was no initial charge. There was no charge at that instant. So then,
Sure.
yes,
Usually, steady state is before opening the switch.
before opening the switch, there is a
Steady state.
steady state.
Before time t equals to 0.
No, wait a second. Before time t equals 0, there is a steady state. And then
When the capacitor gets charged in the
on the
capacitor gets charged, sir, before t equals to 0.
capacitor gets charged at equal to 0. How will it get charged at equal to 0? Although I told you this, you already asked this question, and I told you why it is not getting charged at that time. Really, what is the problem? Again, you are repeating the same question. You only asked, and I gave you the reason that in this circuit the voltage drop across
Potential
capacitor is 0, so
differences.
it is not charged. Huh? Sudan,
Yes.
I only discussed it with you only. What is the problem really? Again, you are asking the same question. Although I think I am just slightly, I have a doubt here because this question I have only framed. I have not seen it from some book. So the thing is, I am slightly doubtful here because I said normally it is true that energy losses will be there just after the impact. But here I am somewhat confused. Should it really be there or not? I have to verify it. Because inductor is coming in series with inductor, that is one thing. But there is a capacitor in between. I'm thinking, what if it suddenly, during that collision situation, it suddenly quickly provides all the charge to this, whatever extra.
Sir, what about the loss of energy, sir?
Wait
When
a
will it
second,
go?
let me think first. Did you understand what I said? No. I think my statement is also not complete, and you are saying in between only. I'm saying that what I just slightly I had it out now. That is it possible that this current will charge the capacitor? So as the energy may not get lost because it may get the energy, extra energy that may not get lost. So let me think about it. Is it possible or not? So what would happen? Let us say just after it may be like this, and that it is I1, it is I2, and but there is no external impulsive force. Yes, I think it will never get charged quickly. Why? There is no external impulsive force. If there is no external impulsive force, conservation of flux is valid. Then L1 I1 plus L2 I2 is equal to, it is valid only, and there will be losses. There is no problem in this question, I think. Yes, you say now what?
Sir,
Now
we
you
are
ask.
seeing initial potential, initial electrical energy and magnetic energy in inductors, and in final are different, sir.
Right.
Then where will be the loss of energy be gained, sir?
There will be the loss of energy. That will be in the form of heat energy, I think, or radiation energy.
Yes, sir. Resistance is
In the form of radiation energy, maybe, or maybe heat energy. Radiation may also be there, and there may be sparking in the this. I think one possibility I'm thinking, there may be sudden sparking here in the switch, which is open, and if sparking is there, then energy may be lost. Okay.
Sir, that conservation of magnetic flux, will it take time or it just happens?
Conservation of
Fluxes, sir. That is, we are changing from I1 initially current to final current. Conserving.
it will not take time. It is instantaneous. That's why 0 minus and 0 plus. What does I made the things amply clear just before and just after.
Okay, sir.
It will be almost instantaneous only. The way when the masses collide and after collision, let's say they start moving with same velocity, then would it take time? It is instantaneous
No,
process.
sir, it's
In fact,
instant.
that can still take some time. If I start looking microscopic times like 10 raised to power -6, then I may observe it. But that is big thing. Mass is being colliding. But here I think all these electrons are having so less mass that the current will change abruptly, instantaneously, almost. Okay.
Okay,
Understood? Then come back to this now. In case initial current just after opening the switch is maximum, VL is equal to VC is equal to 0 just after, as there was no charge. Okay, then 2L into di by dt will be 0. So di by dt 0 means normally it can mean maximum or minima, but here it will not mean minima, it will only mean, therefore I is maximum. If I is maximum, or I told you what is the way to identify whether it is extreme position or not. I gave you these symptoms. When VL is 0 or I is maximum, okay, then automatically we understand that the extreme position is there. Mean position is there, sorry, mean position. I maximum is like velocity maximum, so it is already mean position. Okay. Therefore, initial position is mean position. That is initial position. And what is initial charge? 0 charge in the mean position. Okay. Initial charge is 0.
Yes, sir.
Then what is the charge as a function of time, or what is the current as a function of time? If initial current is maximum, don't you think that current is very simple to tell now? I can tell current graph also, I can plot for
I
the
not
current now.
into 1 9.
If it is maximum, and it will finally become minimum in between, and then it will become maximum on the other side, I can make a graph like this, right or not?
Yes, sir.
Cosine graph. I know this will be sinusoidal value. Sinusoidal value which starts with maximum. Obviously, is minus cosine or plus cosine graph. It will
Plus
be
pi
that.
by 2 or minus pi by 2.
Yes, plus pi by 2 or minus pi by 2. That plus or minus pi by 2 will depend whether initial current I want to take positive or negative. And that depends
Negative.
what is the sign convention. I have taken initial current. I have taken my initial direction of current is not wrong. If it is wrong, then I would have taken it with negative sign here. But initial direction is as I have taken, it is right direction only. So I versus T graph will be this. And I can write I is equal to I naught. What is initial current? That is maximum only, which was equal to V by,
Yes, sir.
which was equal to V
V
by
by R.
2R, I think. V by 2R, we already found it, into cos omega t, and omega was already equal to 1 by effective L. Effective L is
1
12.
by root of
and
2L.
It is
12.
1 by root of LC, but L is L effective and C effective. Okay, so here L effective is 2L only. So it is 1 by 2L into C. And one more thing I'm neglecting here, which I did not tell you, I think I should mention it so that you should not start thinking wrongly. These inductors may have mutual inductance. So I have to say in the beginning, assuming no mutual inductance, otherwise situation may be different. There is no mutual inductance here. These are far away from each other. Okay. So we are getting omega. Next.
Yes, sir.
Next, charge we can get easily now after
Integrate.
dq
this.
by dt equals to IV.
By integrating or by logically also I can tell, I think. I know initial charge is 0. When this happens, initially 0 and finally it is increasing only, then I think it will be this situation or not.
Yes, sir. Cos graph mode upwards.
It will be like this. Why is it like this? The reason is initially it is 0. When it starts with 0, what possibilities do we have? It will become some value at, it will attain some value at mean position, but it will not stop there. Due to inertia, it will go other side also. The capacitor will keep getting charged and it will go to the other extreme position. Okay. It will never stop at the mean position, it will go to the other extreme position. Okay. Like this. What is the value then of this amplitude? Amplitude I can get easily. A omega is equal to I max. A omega is I max,
Yes, sir.
which is equal to, I think, V by 2R.
V by
So
2.
A is equal to V by 2R omega. Then
Into
this
root of
one,
2L.
this one is double of A. It is 2A, twice of amplitude from extreme to extreme. So it is V by R omega. And omega we already know, so we can write in that form also. We can say Q is equal to what it will be, A into 1 minus cos omega t, right or not? And that is equal to V by 2R omega into 1 minus cos omega t, where omega is equal to 1 by 12. Getting? Any doubt or any confusion is there? Even if it is slight confusion, please ask me now. Now is the time.
Sir, why will it not be charged when there is loss?
What? A little loudly.
So why will it not be charged as a capacitor when there is loss of energy between the inductors, sir?
That I got idea because of the reason I framed the KVL equation quickly. And then I thought that it is not possible. Let us frame the KVL equation for this. What is KVL equation? KVL equation states that this is let us say L1 into dI1 by dt. Okay. Or sometimes I prefer to call it delta I1 by dt because current may change suddenly, but the change in time will is very less, negligible, right? L1 into delta I1 by dt, that is EMF across this. Across capacitor some Vc plus L2 into delta I2 by dt
Dt.
is equal to
L1 plus L2 into
0. So what is Vc? Vc is equal to L1 into delta I1 by dt minus L1, I think, and minus L2 into delta I2 by dt. Vc is nothing but voltage across capacitor will be Q by C, right?
yes, sir, Q by C.
Yes, sir. Q by C.
So it will become Q by C into dt is equal to minus L1 into delta I1 plus L2 into delta I2. Okay. Now actually this is representing change in flux and change in flux other side. Notice one thing here now. There can be change in flux if any one of these things is, if it is finite here, but dt is infinitesimal. Infinitesimal means very small time, right? Dt is infinitesimal because it is in series. It cannot happen that this keeps on carrying different current and this keeps on carrying different current. They are in series. Quickly they have to get the same current only, right or not? In series the current will be same. Do you agree with this or not?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. M1 plus L2
So
into V.
if they have to carry same current, then it will not take time just after opening the switch. They have to have same current only. So this change should take abruptly, instantaneously. If it takes place instantaneously, this will be finite, but it appears to be infinitesimal. Only possible value is that this also should be 0. This left hand side is 0. 0 means dt is negligible, so this is 0 only. It may not be 0 if Q becomes infinite, but Q cannot become infinite, because if Q becomes infinite, then energy will be infinite, but energy cannot be created out of nothing. Okay. So this has to be 0 only. Left hand side has to be nearly 0 only, tending to 0. If that is tending to 0, then what do I get? Then I get delta flux of 1 plus delta flux
Delta
of 2
phi 2
is tending
is
to 0,
equal
or
to 0.
overall I can say delta phi is equal to 0. Change in flux is 0, flux is constant. Okay. Understood now, Nilkanta? Nilkanta. He's not having good connection today, I think so.
Sir.
Are you understanding now?
From there, I did not answer. Third step of delta phi is equals to 0. I understood.
Then delta phi 0 means flux is conserved. That only. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So it is good that you asked this question. So I discussed in detail. I was expecting someone to ask. Any other doubt in this? You can ask. Any other? Okay. Next question now. What would be in this situation? In this situation, also switch is open, but I am not giving here unnecessary L, because you know already how to tackle that L. If I give you L, what would happen in that case again? Conservation of flux, right? So because you could do that easily, so I did not want to create unnecessary complication. Instead of that, I just gave single L now, and that carries V by R current. And just after opening, it has tendency to carry the same current, so it will start making the current flow in the same direction in which it was flowing before, means in this direction, right? Now tell me, what would be final charge stored? What is the maximum charge stored? Or what is the charge as a function of time? What is the inductor as a current as a function of time? Find it out. What is energy equation here? Energy conservation equation.
Half L I square
Half
plus
L
Q by
I
C is
square
equals to
plus Q square by 2C. I is in which direction?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
Let me check if you are right or not. This will be gone. It is out of the circuit after closing, after opening.
After opening, it will be in clockwise.
That's what I am asking. After opening, it will be in the same direction. It will not change the direction. Here it was carrying this side current. It will keep on carrying this side. This current will become here in the new circuit as clockwise current. I here plus minus. It will acquire some charge Q. It has no charge, but it will acquire some charge Q. And this Q charge, when it acquires Q charge, then how much charge is entered into this? Q charge is entered. Then work done by battery will also be taken into account. Minus Q into V. Why minus? Because the charge is entering the positive term of the battery. So not plus, but minus. If I change the reverse, if I reverse the sign of it,
Then
then it
plus.
will be plus V, plus Q into V. This is equal to work done by battery. Work done by battery is equal to change in internal energy, or I can say, what can I say? I can say work done by battery is equal to final energy minus initial energy. But here I'm writing equation in a different way. I'm writing equation as initial energy plus work done by battery is equal to final energy. I can write in this way also. I think this is wrong here. This equation is not right. I should write minus QV that side. This is final energy on left hand side. I think. Is it final energy on left hand side or not?
Yes, the final energy.
Then what is in the right hand side? Right hand side we will get as
Initial
Half.
energy.
half of what is
L
it?
of V by R whole square.
L of V by R. It was V by R, correct? V by R square, and there was no energy in the capacitor at that time. Only this was here. This is the equation. This energy is equal to initial energy, which is constant only. Its derivative will be zero because V, R, L all are constants. But I, Q are variables. Q is variable, and I and Q are variables. V is also constant here. So differentiating now both sides with respect to time. When we don't need to differentiate, if they say such questions, that what would be the charge stored when the current becomes half of this initial value? Do we need to differentiate in that case? No. We can directly get the answer in those cases. Right or no? But here, let me differentiate it first. Or I may not differentiate if I can get. I told you that
comparing the
comparing also, comparing will help us, no?
Compare.
So let us compare half kx square. This is x here and this is velocity. So this is mass, m is this, and 1 by c is k. So we can get omega quickly.
So
We
this
can
side
get
Q is
omega.
also there.
This side q is there. Can you
V
give me
is
such
there.
situation? Can you give me such situation in that case? That case is half kx square plus half of mv square is equal to some initial energy and minus mg into x. Is it like that or not?
Yes, sir.
And I have told you, even when we have such situation where some initial energy is there and minus mgx is there, what I could do, I could take it as minus of E by mg, mg minus of, wait. I want to take x common out of both, minus x common. If I want to take minus x common, what do I get inside?
Minus E by X, sir.
No, I don't want that. Then that I want something else. I wanted x minus. I want to write it in the form of minus k into x minus x naught. In order to write that, what I will be getting?
Minus
E
M.
common.
Minus
I will be getting minus mg common
minus
Yes,
into
sir. E by mg
x
minus x.
minus e by.
E by mg.
So this e by mg is acting like x naught. It is like the shifted mean position. Mean position is not at the origin. What do we mean by
Yes.
mean position is not at the origin for the charge case? That at the mean position, usually sometimes the charge is zero, but in this mean position, the initial
There is
charge
some
is not
charge.
zero. In this, there is some charge. That is what it means only, nothing else. So we can get the answer by this. There is no harm. Means when we know, otherwise also when we differentiate this dq by dt, this term will be going away. I terms, and we will not take care of this. So we can get omega as usual without worrying about the linear term in that side that we never care about. We did not care about in such case also, and we don't, if some this extra term is appearing here, we don't care about some extra term there. We can ignore that, right? If you're still confused and if you're doubtful, then whenever you're in doubt, then don't believe me, just see the things for yourself.
We can
Why don't
differentiate.
we can differentiate? If you're so much worried, then we can differentiate. But it is just time saving technique, I'm telling you. No need to do that. But anyway, because you are doubtful, therefore I will do method is lengthy, no problem, but we should not be having any doubt. Differentiate with respect to time. What do we get now? L into I into di by dt plus q by c into I will write
Q by C into
I only, and then is equal to 0 minus v into I.
minus I VI.
When I write dq by dt as I, I'm not writing it as just vi and down. I'm thinking a lot that is it plus vi minus vi, because dq by dt sometimes can be minus I also, or sometimes it can be plus I. See the diagram. When the current is this side and this side is positive, that side is negative, then I is equal to plus dq by dt. Charge is increasing in this case, right? Not getting decreased. So fine, no problem in that. Now I is gone away. If I goes away, what do I get? I get now d square q by dt square plus q by lc is equal to minus v, or why don't I take this that side only and get away with it easily? Is it right?
So minus
Sir,
V by
minus V by L, sir. Minus V by L.
Then I want to take common I want to write it as q minus q naught, minus of omega square into q minus q naught is equal to d square of by dt square of q minus q naught. I can write in that way or not? Q naught is
Yes, sir.
just constant. Derivative of constant will be 0, so it doesn't make a difference. And now it is a proper our normal SHM equation the way we write. Only difference is that now we will be writing q minus q naught as a cos omega t or a sin omega t. Okay, instead of q, we will write q minus q naught as that. What is now value of q naught here? By comparing, we can get. By comparing
V by L.
comparing equations, we get
You can take
omega is equal to 1 by root of LC,
yes, yes,
and q naught will be equal to plus q naught. I think I could have written here, or I could write q naught with minus sign. That is also not a problem. Or maybe I can write plus q naught also. So q naught will be what then? Q naught will be equal to v
minus V, sir.
v into
C, sir.
c, c into v, c into v. Q naught is the charge in the which position?
Charge in the
Charge
input.
in the main position. Q naught is charge stored in capacitor, stored in capacitor in main, yeah, or same thing, equilibrium position. What is equilibrium meaning? When net force is 0. What is net force 0 means? Net EMF 0 across what? Across only inductor. Net EMF 0 whenever we are saying only across inductor. Here let us check now. We can verify it so easily. When this will also have CV charge, then what will be voltage here? Voltage will be equal to V, and these voltages will cancel each other. Then what will be the net voltage appearing across this inductor? 0. Right or not?
Yes, sir.
These two voltages will cancel each other. If it is plus V, and it should be a minus and plus here. That way it should be. It should be minus, that side it should be plus. When that would happen, they will cancel each other. And in that case, the voltage appearing across inductor would be 0.
0.
And in that case, we already know it is equilibrium position. So we can easily tell. Means if somebody is asking you how to determine equilibrium charge, then you may think that we have to determine equilibrium charge by this way. I never do that. Here I'm telling you everything in detail. But if I have to do it, what I would do instead, I would just take it as a short circuit. Because in equilibrium, it will act as a short circuit. Why? In equilibrium, di by dt is 0. If di by dt is 0, there is no EMF. If there is no EMF, then it will be acting like a conducting wire. And if it is like a conducting wire in equilibrium, then V and C here, then Q, if this circuit only will remain, then Q at that time will be equal to minus
CV.
CV. This side minus CV, other side it is plus CV. Q will be that. Right or not? Can
Right.
I add this thing before? Can I add this thing before also? I think it, so that you remember it. During equilibrium, we can say this point here. I can add here, I think maybe, or I can add additional point here. Remember that during equilibrium, as L into di by dt is equal to 0, therefore inductor momentarily
Acts as conductor.
acts as a conducting wire. Therefore, inductor momentarily acts as a conducting wire. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. This is very important. But this thing is important because it saves a lot of time, a lot of work it saves. You know how easily we are able to get the equilibrium charge by this. Okay. It
Sir,
saves a lot of
doubts.
time. Yes, ask.
When we are writing work done by battery, why are we saying that it is minus QV, sir? Why are we saying that it is attaining the charge?
Where are we saying it is attaining a?
I mean, actually, battery supplies the charge, now, sir. But when we write minus QV, it is gaining the charge, now, sir.
Yes, it is gaining the charge. So what is the problem? It is true, it is gaining the charge, it is not supplying the charge. Inductor is also there, no? Inductor can supply the charge to the battery. Inductor has inertia of current. So due to inertia of current, it will make the charge enter into the battery also. What is the problem in that? It can happen. Nilkanta,
Sir,
what is problem with that?
and then the charge stored in the capacitor is due to inductor, sir.
Charge stored in the capacitor, yes. Although battery is opposing here, battery is not supporting that. But charge stored in the beginning is what is making the charge stored in the capacitor? The inductor is making the charge stored in the capacitor in the beginning. Okay.
So then battery will not, the current in the circuit will change afterwards, so direction of current.
Yes, obviously. We will change the direction.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Where were we? This part is. Did I skip this question? I think by mistake. I did not take it. First one is easiest although, but I directly I think started taking second one. Okay, I'm leaving first one for you. If you have already done second one, no need to go back to the first one. You can do it easily. Question number 3, third case. Third case also we are able to finish now nearly. V0 is the charge stored in the capacitor in the main and equilibrium position, and V0 is equal to V into C here. And wait a second. Wait. How did I get that P0 is a charge stored? Actually, minus P0 is the charge stored. I think I'm writing it wrong. Equilibrium position will be that in which the acceleration will be 0, and acceleration will be 0 where this is 0. This is 0 means Q plus Q0 0. Q plus Q0 0 means Q is equal to minus Q naught. Minus Q naught is the charge stored in the capacitor in the mean or equilibrium position. So what is that? What is that? That charge stored will become minus Vc, which is equal to minus Cv. And we know already, I proved it before by taking like a conducting wire. If I take it like a conducting wire, then here it will become minus, here it will become plus. So this charge will be minus Cv at that time. Right or not?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now, having understood this, are we in position to write the questions directly or still we need to do something else? Can we write the questions? I could have written directly from here also, although. But if you are not able to do that, say okay, let me do it now quickly here only. I will not even use much space. I will write in this and I will get the answer. What I want to get charge as a function of time, current as a function of time. I already know initially current is something and that current will start decreasing gradually and it will become zero and it may reverse the direction. It will always reverse the direction. Initially it is maximum. If it is initially maximum, then I know this will be this situation. Is that right or not? It is I versus T graph. What is the value of that? Value is nothing but initial value was V by R. So it will be V by R into cos omega t. Is it okay? Huh? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are there or not?
We are
Yes,
there, sir. There's
So omega is
Yes,
equal
sir.
to 1 by root LC. This is, see, directly I'm getting the equation. And I think you can also do that or not. Means this I'm telling you that what is happening, which equations are valid, but do I need all that? I can directly write it now, V by R into cos omega t. Because I know what is the value just after switch is opened.
yes, sir. Initial value.
And I know that this will be sinusoidal always. Q is always, Q may be shifted graph, shifted up or shifted down. For Q, we can't trust, it may not be like that, but I will be always like that only. There is no doubt about it. And I'm not saying it will always be cosinusoidal. It may be sinusoidal or it may be cosinusoidal, but it will never be shifted sinusoidal graph.
Because dq by dt we write as I know.
Okay. So now what about the Q? Q value I think you can get now from here or not?
Yes, sir.
How will be Q then?
1 minus sin omega t we can.
If it is cosine,
Shifted
integration
value.
of cosine will give us minus
Sin.
integration of,
So it will be
that will give us same kind of graph always. Minus cosine, right? Started from 0, went up to some extreme and then this. And what is the value of this double the amplitude? What is amplitude here? I told you that mean position, the difference between mean position and the extreme position. Initially it is extreme position when Q is 0, and mean position I told you when the charge, when it is acting like a conducting wire. If it is acting like a conducting wire, then that Q comes out to be minus CV. Minus CV is the
v by r omega.
equilibrium charge, sir.
Huh?
Minus CV equilibrium charge.
Equilibrium charge is minus CV. Wait a second, then what is happening here? No, this is not the graph then.
Yes, sir.
I have
Initially
done
some value is there.
wrong. But always, this is a way to find out. See, I also committed mistake. I did not follow my own steps only, which I have given you instruction. I have told you what instructions are given. That first you find out how to find out the charge. I told you those 2-3 steps. This here, follow second step. Determine the charge stored in equivalent series capacitor in equilibrium position and in extreme position. Then determine the amplitude by calculating the difference of the charges stored. So that I have to follow these 2 steps. What is the equivalent series capacitance here? There is not multiple capacitors are involved. Only single capacitor is there. So that is just one capacitor only. And in that capacitor, what is initial charge stored? 0. What is equilibrium charge stored? Minus CV. 0 to minus CV. Remember. Then
Sir, can we not directly differentiate the IE equation? We can directly integrate now, sir.
what?
Integrating the equation of I also will get the same only, sir.
We will get same only. Integrating I also we may get same only. What is it initially? 0. Is this correct maximum here? It is not maximum, right?
No,
There is also this
here
also my
he is
mistake.
also supplying the current. Supplying
This
V
is also wrong then. Why is it not maximum? Because maximum will be when equilibrium will be attained, and equilibrium will be attained when the potential here and here will be when the net potential across inductor will be 0. But here net potential across inductor is not 0. Initial charge is 0 just after opening the switch. Initial charge is 0. That is 0. Then what is the voltage across it? That is equal to V. So then the current will not be maximum. Di by dt will not be 0. L into di by dt will be equal to V initially. So this I versus T graph was not right. I assumed it to be initially maximum, but it is not maximum. Okay. Start with charge only. I think that is better. What is initial charge? 0. And what it attains finally after a long time? It will attain first of all minus CV up to equilibrium. Will it stop at equilibrium? No, it will go beyond the equilibrium. Up to what
Okay.
level it will go? It will go beyond the equilibrium, then it will go starting from where is the equilibrium position? Equilibrium position is when Q is equal to minus CV. What is the extreme position? Extreme position will be when I is 0. I have still not found the extreme position. Let us find the extreme position. Make I 0. If I make I 0, what is the value of Q coming out to be? What is the value of Q coming out to be if I make I 0?
CLV squared by R minus Q into.
You can get it easily, I think. Tell me what is it? Just a quadratic because we can get it easily. So it will not start from here. I wanted it will start from here, but it will not start like a negative cosine graph. Not that. Why not that way? Because I told you here that initially it is not the extreme position here. Extreme position would be the one where the extreme position where the current will become extreme is where current becomes maximum, right? No, where current becomes 0. Extreme is where current becomes 0, and equilibrium is where current becomes maximum. Equilibrium I know. How do I know the equilibrium? Equilibrium position is where this acts like a conducting wire, and if it acts like a conducting wire, Q comes out to be minus CV. So luckily, I have a quick way to determine equilibrium position. This is equilibrium. How do I get that? By treating the wire to be like a conducting wire. What is the equivalent diagram during equilibrium position? This is the equivalent diagram. CB. VL is 0. During equilibrium. During equilibrium, we can replace the inductor, just replaces by a conducting wire during equilibrium. This is very important point to be remembered. This diagram, it helps us a lot. We are getting QS minus CV during equilibrium. But what about the extreme position?
The extreme position Q is equals to minus CV plus or minus.
No, how to get extreme first? How to get extreme?
When I is 0.
When I is 0, and if I is 0, then I can use conservation of energy and I can get I 0. Okay. Extreme position. So this was done before, but I don't need all this. I'm telling you how to do it in short, very shortcut way. During extreme position, I is equal to 0. If I is equal to 0, we get
Sir, we are getting Q negative, sir.
not negative. There will be two extreme positions. There will be one positive, one negative.
Q comes out to be minus C plus or minus root of C square V square minus LV square C by R square.
Mm-hmm.
In that, when we take V common, minus C plus or minus, but the other value is always less than C.
Get Q. Get values of Q. Okay. If Q equals Q1, if Q1 and Q2 are the roots of the equation, if Q1 and Q2 are roots of equation, then what will be the amplitude? Amplitude will be Q1 minus Q at equilibrium position or Q2 minus Q at equilibrium position. This will be amplitude. I will take mod of that. Mod of that will be amplitude. Amplitude will be equal to Q1 minus Q mod or Q2 minus Q mod. Now tell me what is it. Q already we know. Let us call Q equilibrium as Q naught. Not I'm calling Q equilibrium as Q naught. Q naught is equal to minus CV. Okay.
Sir,
Now you answer.
amplitude is root over
Uh-huh.
C square V square minus LV square C by R squares.
I believe you and others, please you find out. He is saying it is equal to C square V square minus
LV square C by R square.
LV whole square or LV square.
LV square
Uh,
C by R square
LV square C
by R square under
by
root.
R square whole under the root like this.
Yes.
Okay. Somebody please verify is it right or not. I think we can get by this way. Sum of the roots square minus 4 alpha beta is alpha minus beta square, right? Then the difference of the roots. Difference of roots I can get by taking this. And amplitude is nothing but difference of roots divided by 2. Amplitude is nothing but the difference of the roots divided by 2, because the difference of roots will be distance between two extreme positions, which will be equal to twice the amplitude. Right or not? No, because of lack of space, I'm not able to write it. Maybe I will shift these things downwards so that I can write. I can make space for myself. Okay. Okay.
Sir. Sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
I think there is not time left now.
Complete
So what should we do?
it. Take in the evenings.
AC also.
Maybe I can take in evening also. Right. I will try taking in the evening. Because this this question is nice only, and you will get confused if you attempt yourself. So I will take in class in the evening also. Okay then.
It's not.
Sir, it is 2 to 3, sir. Physics study. Yeah.
2 to 3. Just can you Neelkanta, can you give me a call slightly before that? If I forget something, okay?
Fine, sir.
Give me a call before that, before 2.
Okay.